Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. This week's reading is for April 6th through the 12th, and I am videoing this on April 5th. Happy Easter to those who celebrate. This week, you're going to see things come together piece by piece, but take a step back, and as things are coming together, you're going to notice a pattern. Just in the last week, we've been experiencing a surge of solar flames, subtle earthquakes, real shifts in the earth, right? Then the pink full moon that just happened, that energy actually has not set in yet. So none of this is standing on its own. But here at this point of this week, it's going to start to connect, not realizing that it's within the pattern itself. I don't know if that makes any sense, but the buildup was the message. This happens when something is being prepared. Something will shift direction without making a loud announcement, a point where it turns into something else. So it's almost like, okay, you're going down this road, pivot. Again. So some of you might already feel the weight of something that's being prepared for you in the background. Maybe decisions that used to take seconds now might feel heavy for some of you. Expect to feel overwhelmed this week. Time is going to feel strange. I've already noticed the time, the strange and like the strangeness in time, I should say. Time will feel strange this week, where 1 minute it's slow and time is standing still, and then all of a sudden it speeds up and 2 days just passed. The overwhelm that you feel this week, somebody's going to be letting go of something, but or needs to. The overwhelm that you feel this week is what clarity feels like before it organizes itself. So some of you might not have your clarity yet. Some of you already do. Confirmation burp. Your sensitivity this week will be with time, space, and energy this week. So expect to feel off balanced or like a sense of vertigo. These are the timelines collapsing and shifting due to many of you, or all of us, finally breaking karmic patterns and cycles. So expect to feel fatigue, get some rest, especially if listen to your body. And because your body is recalibrating to the new energy, and your body is receiving new downloads for your next path. So it's like, think of it as a video game. You conquered, the castle or the bad guy, and now you got to recalibrate for the next path that you're about to take. Because a lot of those karmic patterns that a lot of us have been dealing with, these have been going on for years, right? So now that's clear, that's got to clear out of your energy. This is more of a as within, so without kind of a thing that's happening this week. So all those things that you shedded and you cleared out, well, now you're going to get new downloads and you're recalibrating to your new timeline, because you've already learned your lessons. That's already gone. That's the past. Now you're this person, you're new. You haven't been this person before because you're used to, let's say, toxic behaviors. Well, now that you finally said, enough, I'm done with that, now you're new. You got new boundaries, you got new, let's say, standards, whatever the case may be, but now you're embarking on a new path or a new journey. This week, don't try to stabilize anything, or you'll end up interrupting something. So things may feel a little off. That's because you're in the middle of changing shape. You're changing into something that you've never been before. This week, do nothing except become the alignment. Stand in your peace, your truth, or your sovereign self, and allow the universe to do its work for you. Do not interfere. Today is Easter, April 5th. That's when I'm filming this. People think of resurrection immediately, right? Okay, Easter, resurrection. Things coming back, renewal, or new beginnings. But most of the people are skipping over the part that actually give resurrection its meaning. Resurrection only exists because something fully ended first. So something fully ended. That full moon, some people, I mean, that happened. There's always a phase before the turning point where everything looks finished, or whatever you were expecting is no longer going to happen. People ignore that because it's kind of uncomfortable to talk about, right? The pressure, the buildup, a sense that things weren't fully resolving, like something was stuck in place without a clear direction. It's the phase right before the shift. You don't recognize a turning point in the dark. You only realize the turning point after the light returns. So there's an unclear phase that will begin to move in a new direction. So something that you thought was gone, or ended, or you was stuck, it didn't go nowhere, actually is moving in a new direction for you. And when you figure, so the real question is, what in your life has felt like it reached an end, it stopped, it wasn't going to move it anywhere, wasn't moving forward? Because when you figure that out, it's actually going to bring you a sense of joy and happiness to you, because you kind of forgot about it. And when you finally realize, oh wow, it did take shape, it is, that was meant for you, because some of you have let it go. You were like, screw it, I'm done, I'm not fighting with that, and you moved on. Well, it might resurface itself, and when it does, it's going to bring you a sense of happiness or a sense of joy, and some of you a sense of peace. Just think of it like this. This is the way that the universe always brings us a little laughter, a little giggle, right? This week, solitude won't be loneliness. It will be communion. This is about reconnecting to self instead of avoiding yourself, being fully present with yourself. This week, waiting won't feel the same anymore, because waiting now will feel like control. You yourself will want to slow things down. Maybe you're moving slower. Things that used to feel safe won't feel the same. You'll see this shift in how people will react this week. For some, their safety nets are gone. So some of them might walk around with a little more anxiety, a little more pressure, a little freaked out. Decisions that used to take a week will now take a day or 5 minutes to make. People will be more direct this week, less patient, and less overanalyzing things, and a less to justify themselves. The energy this week is, you may not feel ready, but the moment will move first, and then are you willing to catch up to the moment? If you're trying to slow down, then, and how do I say this? If you're trying to slow yourself down, and then all of a sudden it feels forced, you will feel a strange discomfort. Not because something is wrong, but because something has already shifted. It's already moved. So you have one choice. Are you going to move with it, or is it a missed opportunity? Because it will bypass you. Waiting stops being patient and starts becoming avoidance. So that's going to be the energy from here on out, actually, because we are in the year of the horse. But this is our first full week into it, because we had all those retrogrades and all that other stuff. And then also the full moon energy hasn't set in yet. And I'll get to that. But basically, like, waiting, I'll just repeat what I just said. Waiting stops being patient and starts becoming avoidant. So like staying where you're at won't feel right anymore. So if you're trying not to move forward, let's say, you are trying, you're not trying to move forward, you're trying to be hesitant because you're not sure if that was the right choice for you. Well, if you stay a little too long, it's not going to feel right anymore. Like the moment will pass you and you'll be like, I think I messed up. I'm not on my path. That's how you'll feel. And then things usually start crumbling after that. So things will start moving faster. Remember, you changed, you shifted. Now everything around you has to change too. So expect opportunities to start opening up. You're going to start moving in alignment. This is moving with soul. Think of it like this. When you shift the baseline, even slightly, it ripples through everything that it depends on, which is everything. We are all one. We are all interconnected, right? So say you shifted a little something inside yourself. Maybe you love yourself more. Maybe you have more respect for yourself now. Or you're demanding respect for yourself, demanding whatever. Whatever the case may be, you shifted in something inside you. Because before, maybe you were a people pleaser. Maybe, you followed the crowd. Now you've stepped into leadership roles. Now you want to be a leader. You used to be a follower. Now you want to be a leader. Well, now that you shifted, okay, the universe is saying, all right, you want to be a leader now? Now we got to shift everything around you so you can have that opportunity. The hidden is now visible, so all the secrets are out. Thoughts feel sharper. Things that used to be easy or feel easy to ignore is now going to stand out without effort. Like, if you used to ignore certain things about people, maybe their flaws or whatever, now it's going to irritate you and stand out even more. You are going to see people react to things that they used to tolerate. So people are going to be less patient for things that they don't feel aligned with anymore. So this week's going to be kind of a frustrating week for some people, especially for those that don't like change. Excuse me again. This week, pressure releases. So think of it like the sun. Confirmation burp. Dang. This week, like the sun builds up pressure and then it releases. We get the solar flares. Meaning something has reached its absolute limit, it's going to be released, and then it's transforming into something else. So things have to take time to catch up to your change. I know a lot of you, especially a lot of the females, did a lot of inner work. Everything, like I said, everything has to catch up. And the most powerful shifts don't happen all at once. They happen everywhere all at once. So again, this is as within, so without. So as you shift, like a lot of females were doing a lot of, let's say, or if you're a male and you are into like more of the feminine energy, maybe you were in your emotions more. A lot of us have already gone through like our ego deaths. We did a lot of shadow work. So now that we've changed our energy, everything around us now has to shift. Which when you break a karmic cycle or a pattern, now that, let's say, okay, enough. I'm never gonna tolerate that kind of shit, this kind of stuff ever again. Now that you said that, now the universe has to shift everything. And then by you pulling back your energy and taking responsibility or control of your energy, like calling your energy back, you pulled it away from all the karmic people or toxic people you were around, maybe codependent people that were like super codependent on your energy. Now that you pulled that back, now they're gonna go through, like, everything changes. It's a ripple effect, because now the people that were codependent on you, they're freaking out. They're the ones that lost their safety net. You were their light, and now people might get mad at you. But it is what it is. It's your energy. You need to protect it, right? So now you're gonna see what it looks like when pressure turns into movement. When something like this is happening on a larger scale, it doesn't stay separate from your personal life. It reflects onto it and around your whole world. And then the more that, the more of us that it happens to, you start seeing it globally. There are moments in life where things seem stable on the surface, but underneath, it's already gone. It already fell. Or maybe nothing is even there. Until something shifts and suddenly everything that felt stable starts rearranging itself. I didn't want to say everything starts falling down, because I didn't want you guys to look at it as it's not failure. It's actually growth. And this is going to be happening more so to the males, or if you're a feminine in your masculine energy, then it is going to happen to you. So, again, this week, everything that you built that wasn't aligned with, let's say, your truth, your ego, or your pride, you're going to feel this the most. So the things that you built, let's say your life, your home, your workplace, the things that kept you there, maybe it was the money, maybe it was, you know, you wanted to keep up with the Joneses, you wanted to keep up with certain family members. Well, because that's not your true sovereign self, all of that's going to get just crumble. And so think of it like this: a system that holds too much pressure for too long always becomes unstable. If this happens, look at it as a good thing. It's because you were meant to build something with someone else, and it's going to be built better. So that's what I want a lot of them, especially the males this week, because this is going to affect more of the men this week, or people in their masculine energy. If you're trying to, like, all the things that you've already built, if there is a crack, it will fall. There's something is going to show you, and it's going to be like, hey, maybe you got a week, maybe you got 2 weeks, but you're going to notice it, and you're going to be like, you know what? I've been doing this alone for too long. Let it fall. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can start over as many times as you want in your life. Trust me, I've done it many, many, many times. In fact, I'm actually starting a whole, like, everything in my life just in the last 2 to 3 weeks has done a 360, a 180, whatever you want to say. It's a total turnaround. Thinking I needed to find a job, only to find out, hey, I don't. I don't need to find a job. I have help. I am able to have more freedom and start my own thing. So that's what I've been doing. And at first, when I came to it, I was like, you know what? I'm not sure I want to do this because I'm not technically in the financial, like, I'm not financially able to do that. But then I thought about it and I was like, actually, I am. I just got to use my resources. And then as I go along, I'm going to have to build with myself as I keep going along. But it just took me about a week or two to figure that out. But again, piece by piece, things will just come together with you piece by piece. Now, energy moves and flows. I always seem to pick up on the energy. I'm usually like a week ahead before the energy hits. You know, it is what it is. Just depends on where you're at on your timeline. So expect changes, because the things that I'm being led to, I never thought I would be able to have that in my situation right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, like everything. Even my household is changing. I got one kid that's turning 18 soon, so we got a lot going on around here. It's just the beginning of the change, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, look at it as a good thing. Females, or the ones in their feminine energy. What your job, because this is like, for some reason they're dividing this energy, and it's like, here's what the masculines need to learn, and here's what the feminines are going to learn this week. Now, I'm not saying all men and all women. I'm just saying whatever your energy is more likely to be. So if you're more on the feminine energy, your job this week is to hold your light and vibrate higher than normal. So think of yourself like a lighthouse, because there's a storm coming through from the masculine side, that they're going to need that light, because they're about to go through a storm this week. So your job is to hold the light and vibrate higher than normal. Hold peace and do absolutely nothing. You're not here to save anybody. You're here to do nothing. Just all of a sudden, like I said, in the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I've been running on survival mode, and now I'm literally in peace, literally free from everything. It has been like, when I say I'm free from everything, I don't even know what to do with myself sometimes. I'm like, I've never been here before, so what do I do? I'm trying to get used to my new, let's just say that. Yeah, so standing still to allow the universe to align with you what is meant to be yours. Do not chase and do not force out. Do not force a meaning out of this week. A lot of females like to overanalyze. Do not overanalyze this week at all. Don't force meaning. This week, just allow and surrender. That's what you're asked to do. And just trust the process. This week is about recognizing the shift. Some moments don't ask for action. They ask for awareness, so be aware. This week, move forward with a sense that things are opening, they're not closing. Even if it doesn't look clear yet, or if it feels uncertain, you're just in the part of the story where things are changing. This change is actually really good change. I mean, really, really good change for everyone, even if you don't even see it yet. So just trust the process. And remember, when you are uncertain this week, all you have to do is ask God. Ask and you shall receive. He will tell you. Anyways, I know I didn't go into my astrology this week. I was trying to make this one a little shorter than normal, but I will next week. Sorry. Let's get an advice card before we get into tarot. What is the advice we need for this week? What is the advice we need for this week? I also, like I said, some things are going to start falling apart for people, and it's the ones that were holding on. I don't even know why they were. I don't even think these people knew why they were even holding on to it, but it's going to fall apart. Don't look at it as a bad thing. Look at it as a good thing, because now you're going to build something better with someone else, even if you don't see that clearly. All right. Give us a message. 6 through the 12th. One little advice card. We might have to not use these cards. Come on, give us an advice card. The universe is silent today. It's because it's Easter. There we go. We got one. Expand. Ooh, expansion. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities. And staying safe in the known is no longer going to work for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger, and it's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. So it's time to expand. Like I said, when I figured out what they wanted me to do, the universe or the divine, my first thing was like, I can't do that. But then I realized, yes, you can. Yes, and I'm doing it. I've been doing it for about a week or two. And I actually do have help. I don't know how, but it's just the right people have showed up right at the weirdest time. It's been odd, but very easygoing. And very nice, actually. Like, everything's been really nice. Very surprising. I'm not used to that. Ooh, bottom of the deck. Do what you need to do. It may be difficult, but now is the time. So do what you need to do. You also have angel guidance. It's time to go inward. Some of you might need to go inward. It's time to connect with your inner child. Have some fun. When I say I have more freedom, I have more freedom. So I've been trying to figure out, like when I'm doing my job, all I do is listen to music all day. Let's get a declare and decree card. What do we need to get rid of this week? So I'd be having concerts, full-blown concerts. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, you ready? All self-limiting beliefs are now destroyed and cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Confirmation. All self-limiting beliefs are now cleared and destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. It's time to get rid of that. No, no, no's. Alrighty, let's dive into some tarot. Gotta God, angels, universe. What does the collective need to know for this week? April 6th through the 12th. What do we need to know for this week? I feel like someone's cleaning up a mess. Somebody is cleaning up their own mess. Like they made a mess, they're cleaning it up. That's nice. That's taking accountability. That's growth. All right. Someone does not want to hit rock bottom, or they're healing from a major betrayal. And somebody's moving. Someone is literally moving. They're packing up and moving. They are depressed about this. Somebody is going to be moving and they're depressed about this. I feel like someone is being forced to move because they're afraid that they're going to have no money. So they know they have to move because they don't want to hit rock bottom. And someone is depressed to move. All right, fire signs, King of Wands energy, you're in the upright position. You don't have to be a fire sign, but if you're just a creative male, maybe someone around you wants to move, maybe you do want to move, but you're kind of hesitant, you're scared, you're a little depressed about it, or someone around you. You are actually the King of Wands. If you resonate with this card, King of Wands energy, could be fire sign, don't have to be. Again, maybe you're just in your creative energy. You're letting go of the past and you're struggling to move forward. Ooh. You need to move forward. If you want to get a victory, you need to move forward. Yeah, you've been reminiscing about the past way too much. You're in your head. You need to get out of your head. Maybe you need to find your inner child. Have some fun. Seems like you've got a lot of weight on your shoulders. So, King of Swords energy, don't have to be. I usually call this my spiritual warrior card. But if you're an air sign, again, don't have to be. You're just truthful and honest. Got your shit together, sword of truth. You know you don't need to look deeper anymore. You're not soul searching. You didn't do anything wrong. You're speaking your truth. You didn't do shit wrong. You are telling the truth to an emperor. Okay. You didn't do shit wrong. Emperor. Typically they're older males. No, I don't have to be. Sometimes it could be maybe you're telling. This could be a person in a higher up position like a judge or a police officer, attorney, doesn't have to be, but someone is coming in to tell this emperor, the King of Swords energy is coming in and speaking some truth. Like, listen, I didn't do nothing, but the emperor is not communicating. He's shutting down. He knows this is a good change. Why? Oh, it has something to do with the earth angel. Like Queen of Cups. Hey, chicks. I usually call this my earth angel cards. This is water sign energy, but doesn't have to be. You're just beautiful, loving, and kind. Well, this emperor's got his eye on you, and somebody's trying to distract the emperor, let's just say. Anyways, the emperor's not buying into anyone else. An emperor will never be distracted. They are an emperor for a reason. Anyways, they're coming in because they know you are loving and kind. And earth angels, or my Queen of Cups, you are going right into your destiny. Something is going to work out for you. Why? Because people chose not to work with you. And because people didn't choose you, you did lose money. But it's all actually going to work out in your favor. I know you might not see that yet. I know I was in that spot too. Like, nobody wanted to work with me. Nobody chose me. And then, you know what? Something's going to work out. And you're walking right into your destiny. Maybe you'll end up doing your own thing. But you also have an emperor coming in that's going to change your situation. So you do have help arriving. And you will have clarity and whatever was taken from you or whatever you lost will be restored, because you have a wish fulfillment coming in and you have clarity, restoration, and a wish fulfillment. Why? Because you broke your karmic contracts. You have no more karmic contracts, so this is like an emotional debt now needs to be paid to you. All right, you did. This is like, hey, God said, hey, this, you signed a contract with him. Well, now that he has to fulfill all the things that he said, like, if you break this, now you're going to have everything plus more. Think of Job. Anyways, moving forward. A lot of secrets have came out and you were left out in the cold. Maybe you were abandoned by a lot of people. I know the feeling. Anyways. Yeah, it was all part of a contract. But it's like your struggle is now over. So now you got help coming in. So congratulations, you did it. You should be celebrating. We have the Empress. Someone is married to you or wants to be married to you. The Empress is the Empress. Why? Because she went through a lot of shit to be where she's at. Empresses, they don't chase. They're all 4 queens wrapped up in one. They make everything beautiful. They're good moms. You are going to get your justice, okay? It's like the same as the Earth Angel. Whatever was taken, stolen from you, you're going to get back times more, even better than what you thought. Why? Because your name has been cleared. You cleared all your karmic contracts. Also, somebody either tried to manipulate you, or maybe you went through like some sort of kind of an abuse. Maybe you were in an abusive situation. But there is something that you don't know. Someone is actually coming in to give you money. So you have help arriving as well. Or maybe you owe money to somebody. Let's see. Somebody's coming in to give you a gift. It's got the 6 of Pentacles, so that's like sharing money and presents. And I'm also being told to tell you, look at this card. You see how that woman, she's abundant? You are going to have to share whatever gift that you are given, you're going to have to share that. Yeah. You're also being called not to sever ties with somebody because something is not over yet. And I feel like you already know what it is. You're already feeling it. Someone is actually doing their shadow work or their inner work. I feel like they do know what they did to you. So you're being asked like, hey, just it's part of a contract, like a soul contract where you're the lighthouse. This person's going through a storm. You're the lighthouse. So shine your bright, okay? Shine your light bright, shine your bright. Someone's actually coming in to travel towards you. They are bringing gifts. And they're declaring their love to you. Or they want to remarry you or get married, whatever your case may be. But they are declaring their love for you. Aw. Anyways, let's keep going. Queen of Wands. Fire sign energy doesn't have to be. Maybe you're just single, sexy, beautiful, charismatic, creative. You see something very clearly, or your paths are now opening up. So, no more blockages. You did, however, make a bad choice. And you are going to get some negative karma. Why? Or maybe someone around you made a bad choice and they're getting negative karma. Because somebody, I don't feel that it's you. I feel like it's someone around you. They're freaking this is my lost control of themselves in the situation. They're freaking the fuck out. Someone is freaking out and you know about this. Why? Could be this Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who's manipulative and controlling. She likes to guilt trip. She's very evil. As you can see, if she was in the upright, she would be giving. This one is more like a mental stability, or a mental, she's not loving and kind. I can't say this word. I don't know why my mind has gone blank. Somebody might try to come and try to tell you something, but they just can't find the words, because I cannot find the words for this woman right here. She might have like a mental disorder, or like she's not taking care of herself. Maybe like she's bipolar but don't take the pills. That's what I wanted to say. Anyways, like a mental issue. And someone's freaking out because this woman, maybe she's not stable. So it's kind of like two peas in a pod. She ain't stable. He ain't freaking stable. And guess what? You see this, you, Queen of Wands, you see that very clearly. Why? Because someone made a bad choice. You're actually watching someone's karma. Don't step into it at all. Please do not. And don't laugh either, because you'll get hit with it too. Anyways, if someone around you, or if you're dealing with someone who's kind of manipulative or controlling, or has some sort of like, they like to play mental games, you need to tell this person no. Also, I feel like maybe someone's freaking out because this woman, you might hear this week, someone might lose their kid this week. Like, see, I get CPS energy, like someone's not a good mom, they're gonna lose their kids or kid. Or maybe the reason why this guy's freaking out is because she told him no. So it's kind of like, let's say you're the Queen of Wands and you broke your karmic contract. You don't want to deal with narcissistic people anymore. Well, now you're going to watch them all, like, it's like adding water to a witch. They're melting. They're melting. Anyways, she wasted a lot of time and resources. Let's just say that. Anyways, here's what we do not know. 9 of Pentacles energy. If you're a single woman, you're building your own shit, you got your shit together, you're starting a brand new beginning. So you're the 9 of Pentacles, starting a new beginning, and help is arriving. That's where I'm at right now. You got some good news coming in. Yay, we got good news coming in. Yay. Ooh, a stable offer. An Ace of Pentacles, new beginning. Nice. Don't fight. Why are you getting this? You don't need to fight for it. But you will be maybe reconciling with someone. It's the Ace of Cups, or maybe because you're getting a new beginning as an Ace of Pentacles, like a new stable, firm foundation, it's bringing in an Ace of Cup energy, like it's filling your heart up with joy. But you could be reconciling with someone as well. Yeah, you might be reconciling with someone. Whoever you're reconciling with, they got rid of the third party situation. But you're gonna panic about it. Like, it's gonna throw you off. I'll tell you what, I've been having some people from my past contact me. Few of them, I didn't even respond to them. I just delete. Like, nope, we're not walking down that path. And I think maybe only 1 or 2 I actually responded back, because it was just like, oh, a blast, kind of like, yay. They were thinking of me. That was nice of them. Anyways, you're gonna panic. It might put you in defense mode, or you do need to defend yourself. Like, protect your energy. Because this person that's coming in is not happy, okay? Or doesn't want you to be happy. Why? Because you guys, it's someone you haven't been talking to in a really long time. And the reason why you haven't talked to this person is because this person couldn't talk nicely to you. Or maybe they couldn't be loving and kind to you. Yeah, you got 2 choices to make when this happens. But someone is more in a delusional, or like they got the rose-colored glasses. They might be a little delusional. At the end of the day, you got 2 choices to make. You don't see this coming. It might make you panic a little bit like, oh, but I do see you putting work and effort into it. So I do see you reconciling and putting some work and effort into it. Yeah, it's because something isn't over. It's unfinished. That goes back to what I was saying before, like something might come back around. This week is something that might come back around that you forgot about, that was at a halt, but now you're gonna actually move forward with it, yeah. Here's what we all don't see coming. Our intuition, the divine interventions are at play. Some of you might be getting more intuitive or getting more spiritual gifts this week. Again, that goes with the downloads. So when that happens, when your body takes in more energy and downloads, I get fatigued out like all day today. After I'm done with this, I'm going to bed. I am tired. I've had a full day. The divine is saying, the divine is saying, do not put, a lot of you might be losing your jobs or quitting your jobs and maybe doing something else. But the divine is asking people, do not put work and effort into something. This is divine timing, divine intervention at play. That goes back to my, don't force and don't interfere with the divine at this time. Why? Because the divine is trying to set up this is soulmate energy. This is Two of Cups, okay? This is soulmate or twin flame energy. This is like love. So the universe is saying, please don't interfere, because we're working on trying to bring you in the love of your life, or the one that you're meant to, your life partner now. Okay, so you are going to be having a face-to-face talk, and it's going to be loving and kind. These are two people sharing a cup of love. So that's soulmate energy or twin flame energy. It's a divine union, is what I was trying to say. Jeez, oh Pete's. And, oh wow, this, if you are the King of Cups, I do feel like, oh my goodness. I don't know what it means when you yawn in the middle of a reading. Anyways, King of Cups. Maybe someone needs to get some sleep. King of Cups energy could be water sign. Doesn't have to be. Could be just a man in love, but he's emotionally mature. And he's going to be expressing love and loving you the right way. Oh. First off, King of Cups, if you are a water sign or a man in love, you might be experiencing some karma. Why? Were you juggling? Were you drinking and juggling? Yeah, you were juggling. You might be experiencing some karma. Why? Because it's like the woman that got away. You knew that the person that got away was your wish fulfillment, but you didn't treat that person as your wish fulfillment when you had the chance. Anyways, you are getting your karma because the universe is basically saying, I gave you your wish fulfillment. You didn't take care of it. So she is getting her own wish fulfillment, and that will be your karma. Why? Because you juggled or fumbled the ball. But don't worry, you're gonna have to pay your karmic debt. Anyways, if you're the Nine of Pentacles, you are going to get your wish fulfillment. You are going to have it all. The only thing you're being asked to do is to let go of the past. Let go of your feelings attached to the past. And maybe you needed to walk away from, let's say, a water sign. Could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. Maybe someone actually did love you, but they were juggling so much, and you actually had to walk away from them. Anyways, God is stepping in. Maybe you took that person to court. Anyways, God's stepping in right now. God in the universe. If you had a question for God, God is saying yes. Also, if you are this Queen of Swords, air sign energy, doesn't have to be. I call this my spiritual warrior. You need to be careful of your words and thoughts because you're manifesting at a very high rate. It's like the moment you think it happens. I've been experiencing it because I'm kind of like this too. Just depends on the day. But I'm air sign energy as well. I'm a cusper baby, actually. But yes, you are working with God, and the universe is working with you. So be very, very careful. Because you are working with God, or you are this spiritual, maybe you spoke some truth. You were being channeled. You said something to somebody, and you were the channel. You were the channeler. You spoke some truth, and you got channeled to say something, but someone is in regret right now. Because of you spoke some truth. You didn't do anything wrong. You have been working with God, but because you spoke some truth right now, someone has been watching you and they're sitting in regret. So if you needed to know, now you know. King of Pentacles energy, earth sign energy, doesn't have to be. Maybe you're a guy you like nature, or you're got your money on your, what is that? Mind on your money and your money on your mind. Good businessman. You're being told at this time not to do anything. Do not put matters into your own hands at this time. You're being called to rest. I always say when the universe says, hey, it's time to rest, it means you're being prepared to do something. So you need to rest. Why? Because you are being released from something. Maybe you released yourself from something. Yeah. You don't need to soul search. You don't need to dig deeper. Your soul needs to rest. Why? Because after the rest, maybe you need to forgive someone for a wrongdoing, or maybe you need to forgive yourself. I don't know. I kind of feel like you're thinking about this in the wrong way. But then again, what would Jesus do? You do need to ask for forgiveness. Why? Because you have an unhappy family here. Maybe you need to just forgive yourself. But anyways, you have an unhappy family here, and they got a phone call, or they wanted to call you. Whatever it was, you guys did not celebrate. They're not happy. They are releasing themselves from you. Oh. Yeah. Their priority at this time is that they need to heal their broken heart. Maybe they weren't even brokenhearted. I feel like if you are this King of Pentacles, earth sign energy, don't have to be. You had a group of people, could be your family members. Did you break your karmic contract and your family was your karmic people? Maybe you were born into a karmic family, which I know I was. You are being called to rest because of you releasing yourself. Now they have to feel it. I feel like these people were not very good to you. You do need to forgive them. You don't have to call them up and be like, I forgive you. But the forgiveness is for you. Your soul needs to rest. They put you through a lot of shit. Anyways, just forgive and let go. Give it to God. Release it up to God. But anyways, whatever it is that they did to you, they were not brokenhearted. That's what you needed to know. I'm sorry. I don't know why I sat on that for so long. Any other messages that we need to know before I move forward to the dice? Whew. Just that, yes, many of you are having your new beginning is don't fight the energy, because everyone's getting a new, stable, loving beginning. There we go. You're gonna love your new beginning. Yay. Okay, let's get some dice in. All right. Yep. I see a lot of you are quitting your jobs. Maybe getting the keys to a new house. You're dropping the heavy loads and the heavy burdens, and leaving behind people you're leaving behind greedy people. I don't know, I see a lot of people walking away from a greedy person. This person is not going to be happy about it, but the person is greedy and arrogant. Yeah, it's time to move away from all that. The 9 almost completed into a cycle. So 9 o'clock could be significant. 9 days. Someone was a follower, and because they were a follower or a sheep, they didn't get the gift, and now they're acting cray-cray. Somebody's going on vacation. If you're thinking about going on vacation, go on vacation. Yes, some of you might have some money blockages, and it's because I believe in the evil eye thing. It's because you got haters. Some people don't want to see you succeed. And I've learned that in the last 46 years of my life. Every time I went to the top, the moment you look at the top, you're just like, it's just more bullshit. It really is. Because you got a lot of greedy people that maybe they can't do what you do. There's something special about you that you do differently and people don't understand anyways. Yeah, some of you might have some money blockages, or you need to watch your finances. Someone's watching your finances, like pocket watching. If you're not a person that likes to dance, maybe you should start dancing. Change your energy. No, you're not going to get a phone call. Someone doesn't know who they are, so they're not going to call you or talk to you. They're hiding something. Oh, yeah. Somebody is hiding something. The person that's hiding something is actually moving away from the storms, moving into better days, literally packing up and moving away from the games. If you are a female, some of you females might be taking a trip, or you've been driving a lot lately. I know I have been. And because you've been probably being busy and driving everywhere, someone is not happy that you're happy. Someone didn't want you free. Texas is significant. Arizona is significant. I do see travel. Someone's going to travel, but they ain't going to communicate it. The masks have fallen off. The reason why this person's traveling is because they know their time is up. It's like they want to get their wish fulfillment. Someone needs to travel or your time is up. Maybe you need to go towards somebody for something. 7 days, 7 o'clock. The number 7, life past 7. I know I'm a life past 7. Might be significant. Maybe some of you need to travel. If you planted a seed, it will grow. You need to have more help. Someone needs to say no. Because you're balanced, someone wants to knock you off your balance. Like they don't want you to be balanced. I'm sorry. So protect your peace. Someone's leaving home. The person that's leaving home has angel guidance. They're being divinely guided to actually pick up and move, drop the burdens, this is a spiritual awakening. Having psychic abilities, curiosity. Many of you males might be going through like a dark night of the soul or a spiritual awakening, but you will have angel guidance. Ooh. You will be coming home to yourself. Maybe you're leaving home because you're moving towards someone else. I do see that. Your wish fulfillment. You need to just get anchored into yourself is what I'm getting. What goes around comes around. Someone is highly upset because they keep replaying all the texts and all the, they're overanalyzing a situation. And honestly, because they're overanalyzing it, they're causing their own storm and unhappiness. That's so weird. I don't even know what to say to that. wearing a mask. the one that keeps overanalyzing, it's like the world will still turn with or without you. You want to keep overanalyzing it, or do you want to jump on the opportunity? You want to keep playing games, you're going to see your karma. Ooh, dang. Something about religion is significant. I do see religion falling. The universe might be putting a block on somebody's money. Yeah. Anything else? Maybe some of you need to work out a little more, move that energy. Maybe go for a walk. Anyways, that's all I got. Ooh, someone's gonna get married. Something about commitment, maybe. Commitment. It's all about divine timing. Some of you might meet the person you're meant to be with if you go on a hiking trip. I see a compass, a bag packed. Someone's trying to work out. Why? Because he wants to, maybe someone wants to offer you something. I do see a lot of opportunities here. A lot of work opportunities might come up this week. Females, be careful because somebody might be pocket watching you. And it's almost like theft might be high this week. Theft is always high though. It's people are coming. I don't know. A lot of you females out there, just watch your finances because someone's pocket watching you. Like they're studying you. You're their job. They're actually ruining their own lives watching you. So be very careful. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but be careful. You are protected though. I don't see anything bad happening to you, but watch your finances. Watch out for identity theft. I got hit hard with it. It's always the people close to you too. Anyways, let's end this beautiful reading and call it a day. What do we need to know to end this beautiful reading? The universe is silent. Something about truth. There we go. The demon time, the remembrance, the truth. Lucifer, whose name means light bringer, a cherub angel, and Yeshua, or Jesus Christ, a prophet or messenger of God, knew that the demons or dark evil forces would get out of hand in the coming years as the demons or evil forces found loopholes in God's plan for humanity, earth, and the universe. God made every human or living being with a specific purpose. Earth is a world of duality and has found themselves on demon time. Oh no. You pulled this card because there is something or someone of your past life that you need to remember, which holds a significance. And if it's not your past life, it just might be someone from the past. But you do need to remember, and this holds a significance of why you are here today. That goes with a lot of you breaking karmic patterns. You are a special being that was sent to Earth to remember who you are and what you came here to do. Remember who you are, Simba. The significance of a past life will come to you in either your dream or meditation state. When you remember this, you will then be able to break free from whatever evil force that has been following either you or an ancestor of yours, hindering your bloodline or hindering your destiny. Remember, we do not fight against flesh and blood, but against the evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world and against the cosmic powers over this present darkness and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. What happens in the spirit world also happens here on earth. As above, so below. As within, so without. In this remembrance, you are also helping out in this battle of spiritual warfare. Seek and you will find truth. Okay? Seek and you will find truth this week. Remember who you are. What happens on earth is also happening in the unseen world. So, we are all one and we are all interconnected. I say to you, good luck this week. And until we meet again, Namaste.